But here's where many of us get discouraged in our prayer lives, me hearties. We pray for something once, twice, maybe a few times, and when we don't see immediate results, we give up. We assume God isn't listening, or that he doesn't care, or that our situation is hopeless. But Jesus told this parable specifically to show them that they should always pray and not give up. Think about the great prayer warriors throughout history. They were all persistent prayers. Moses interceded for Israel for 40 days and nights. Daniel prayed for 21 days before receiving his answer. Elijah prayed 7 times before the rain came. Hannah prayed year after year before Samuel was born. They understood that persistent prayer isn't about wearing God down. It's about aligning our hearts with his will and demonstrating the depth of our faith. The stalled Gaza peace talks remind us that some situations require long-term, persistent effort. Peace in the Middle East won't come through one meeting, one agreement, or one diplomatic breakthrough. It requires the kind of sustained, determined effort that refuses to accept the status quo of violence and suffering. And the same is true in our personal lives, me faithful crew. Maybe you've been praying for a prodigal child to come home, and it's been years without any sign of change. Maybe you've been seeking God's healing for a chronic illness, and the symptoms persist. Maybe you've been asking for financial breakthrough, and the bills keep piling up. Maybe you've been pleading for restoration in a broken relationship, and the other person seems more distant than ever. The enemy of our souls wants us to give up, to stop praying, to accept defeat. He whispers lies like God doesn't care about your situation, or if he was going to answer, he would have done it by now, or maybe this is just your cross to bear. But Jesus says, keep praying, don't give up, justice is coming. Here's another beautiful truth from this parable. The widow's persistence revealed her faith. She believed that justice was possible, even when everything around her suggested otherwise. She believed that her cause was righteous, even when no one else seemed to care. She believed that, eventually, somehow, some way, right would triumph over wrong. That's the kind of faith God is looking for in his children. Not the kind that gives up at the first sign of difficulty, but the kind that keeps believing even when the evidence seems to contradict our prayers.